So now that we've done a virtual walk around and an in-depth look at all the features of your new Subaru vehicle, today we're going to take a look at the user interface and the technology that you're going to experience once you step inside your new vehicle. We've received quite a lot of questions about smartphone integration, along with your navigation system and also the auto start stop feature, and we're going to go over all those features and more in this video. Now, of course, with new Subaru vehicles becoming more technologically advanced with each passing year and also having additional features integrated into the user interfaces, it can become a bit of a challenge. So that's why we're going to go over all these features today so you're ready to take on the open road the minute you're handed the keys and you're taking your first ever drive in your new Subaru. Now, before we get started, don't forget to take advantage of our great service and parts department. And if you have any further questions, our sales team is here for you. And so, for the moment we've all been waiting for, let's get right into this video. Getting started with your Bluetooth connectivity, the process in which you pair your phone to your car will vary depending on the model you purchase. For instance, in most Legacy and Outback models, an 11.6-inch touchscreen is going to provide a slightly different experience compared to the 6 and 8-inch infotainment systems found in the Impreza, Crosstrek, Forester, and Ascent. Taking a look at the 11.6-inch touchscreen first, pairing your smartphone via Bluetooth is pretty straightforward. On the home screen, press the icon that says Media, which will lead you directly to the Bluetooth tab. Since the car won't automatically recognize your phone, there will be a two-step process required. Today, we're using an iPhone, and these steps may differ for Android users. First, click on the Settings tab on your smartphone and press Bluetooth. While leaving your phone on, press the Add Device icon on the infotainment system, and pairing will begin immediately. And after a few seconds, you'll receive a PIN number. Returning to your phone, click on the Legacy Outback option and you'll have a choice whether to pair or cancel. Once confirmed, you can allow your phone book to be synced, so you can call friends or family via Bluetooth. And on the infotainment system, you can confirm the contacts being transferred to the car. Now you're officially connected to your Subaru Outback or Legacy. As a side note, if you purchase a Legacy or Outback with the dual touchscreens rather than the 11.6-inch user interface, these will be the same steps you'll follow to pair your phone with the car. But if you are the owner of a Crosstrek or Forester, for example, it won't be as simple to access Bluetooth connectivity as it was in the Outback, and there's going to be additional steps to this process before you set off on your next adventure. Unlike with the 11.6-inch screen, you won't be pressing the media icon first, and instead, you'll be going to your settings menu. Press the phone tab found on the bottom of the screen, and now you can add a new device. Most important is to hold your phone next to the infotainment system, so pairing can be completed, which isn't required for Legacy and Outback owners. Now you can return to the media icon and listen to your favorite music, or now use the hands-free calling buttons. Once connected, your phone is now automatically synced to your Subaru, so you won't have to repeat this process every time you step inside your vehicle. Moving on to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility, before you plug in your smartphone, make sure you're using the cable that either came with your phone or a reputable replacement, as not all USB cables are compatible and may affect connectivity. Just like with Bluetooth, we're using an iPhone, so for Android users, these steps may differ, but generally should be straightforward. Plug in your smartphone into the USB input, and while leaving your phone unlocked, you're going to receive a message on the touchscreen asking you whether you'd like to enable Apple CarPlay. And after confirming, you're automatically sent to the home screen, and now you can access all compatible apps. Also, for quick access when starting up your Subaru, an Apple CarPlay or Android Auto icon will now be displayed on the screen, so you can conveniently get to Google Maps or your favorite music. Moving on to your onboard navigation system, functionality is the same regardless of the size of the screen in your Subaru. Since we just discussed Bluetooth connectivity, let's start off by discovering the hands-free calling buttons that allow you to find the desired destination without having to manually type in the location. For Outback and Legacy owners, the button that activates voice commands will be found on the left side of the steering wheel next to Source. For Crosstrek, Forester, and Ascent owners, your hands-free calling buttons are mounted below the Source and Info buttons. You can now give audible commands, such as find Italian food. And once you pick a specific city or nearby location, a list of local restaurants are made available to you. And once you've selected where you want to eat, your turn-by-turn navigation will be activated. Alternatively, you can also use the submenu to find a location. And rather than having to type in letter by letter where you want to go, press on points of interest, and now, without using any effort, you can find local gas stations in the area, or also find specific places, so you can set off on your journey the minute you step inside your Subaru. After the destination has been programmed in, you can decide which route to take, and once you approve, press go, and now you're ready to roll. We've received a lot of questions on how to turn off the auto start-stop feature in new Subaru models, especially for the Outback and Legacy. For owners of the Forester, Ascent, Crosstrek, and Impreza, your start-stop button can be found on the left side of the steering wheel column on the dashboard. Keep in mind, you will have to press this button every time you turn on your car. It won't be a permanent setting, and this will also apply to the Outback and Legacy as well. Starting off for base models with dual 6-inch touchscreens, the second screen found on the lower portion of the dashboard layout is home to many of your driver assist features and vehicle settings. By pressing others, you're sent to a submenu, and from here, you can turn off the auto start-stop feature. For owners with the 11.6-inch touchscreen, to make this quick and easy, to the left of the home screen button on the infotainment system, press the car icon and you'll be led to a number of different vehicle settings, including your eyesight technology. And under vehicle control, at the bottom, you'll see the auto start-stop feature. These steps will have to be repeated every time you go for a drive, but it's certainly not a difficult process by any means. When it comes to the eyesight driver assist features, we glossed over most of the safety settings during our virtual walkaround videos. But there's one thing we didn't go over and wanted to be a bit more specific on for Crosstrek, Forester, and Ascent owners. Above, you're going to find additional buttons. On the left will be your lane departure warning on and off switch, and on the right is pre-collision braking. By pressing down and holding on these buttons, these features will either be activated or deactivated depending on your personal preference, but we recommend keeping them on at all times. While Subaru's eyesight driver assist technology is a great feature to maximize safety, it's important to note that in adverse weather conditions, you can't solely rely on these added safety measures regardless of the model, and you must pay attention at all times. So now that we have gone over everything from smartphone integration, your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, and Android compatibility, your navigation system, I believe you are now officially ready to take on the open road. But also, more importantly, please do not hesitate to ask any further questions because we are here for you to make sure that you are fully acclimated with your new Subaru vehicle. And once again, congratulations on your new vehicle, and thank you for choosing Subaru of Wakefield.